Hi, I'm Fahad RN. In this video, we're going to learn about Ebola. This is a very important topic for nursing students and for the NCLEX exam. Don't worry, I will explain everything in a simple and easy way. By the end of this video, you will understand what Ebola is, how it affects the body, the signs and symptoms, the treatment, and the nursing care. Also, make sure you stay until the end because there will be a short quiz to test your knowledge. Ebola is a serious viral disease that can cause severe illness and life-threatening bleeding. It spreads through direct contact with the blood or body fluids of a person who is infected. It can also spread through contact with contaminated objects like needles. Ebola is not spread through the air like the common cold. It is a medical emergency and requires quick treatment and strict infection control. So, what happens in the body? When the Ebola virus enters the body, it attacks many different cells, especially the cells of the immune system. This weakens the body's ability to fight infection. The virus also damages blood vessels, causing fluid to leak into the tissues. As the disease gets worse, it can lead to severe dehydration, low blood pressure, organ damage, shock, and sometimes bleeding inside and outside the body. Without early treatment, Ebola can become fatal. Now let's talk about the signs and symptoms. The illness usually starts suddenly with a high fever, severe headache, weakness, muscle pain, and a sore throat. These early symptoms can look like the flu, which is why Ebola can sometimes be difficult to recognize at first. As the illness gets worse, the patient may develop vomiting, diarrhea, stomach pain, and a skin rash. Some patients may also have bleeding from the gums, nose, or injection sites. Severe dehydration, confusion, low blood pressure, and shock can develop in the later stages. Not every patient will have bleeding, but it is an important symptom to remember. To diagnose Ebola, healthcare providers first ask about the patient's symptoms and travel history or possible exposure to someone with the disease. Blood tests are then used to confirm the infection. One common test is the PCR test, which looks for the genetic material of the Ebola virus. Blood tests may also show low platelet counts, abnormal liver function, and changes in white blood cell levels. These results help healthcare providers understand how severe the illness is. Now let's discuss treatment. There is no simple cure that makes the virus disappear overnight, but early treatment greatly improves the patient's chance of survival. Patients need supportive care, which includes giving intravenous fluids to prevent dehydration, replacing lost electrolytes, providing oxygen if needed, controlling fever and pain, and treating any other infections that may occur. Some patients may also receive approved antiviral medicines and antibody treatments, depending on availability and healthcare guidelines. Patients with Ebola are cared for in isolation to prevent the spread of the virus. As a nurse, your first priority is protecting yourself and others. Always use the correct personal protective equipment, also called PPE. This includes gloves, a gown, a mask or respirator if needed, and eye protection. Follow strict infection control procedures and hand hygiene every time. Monitor the patient's temperature, blood pressure, heart rate, breathing, oxygen level, and fluid balance. Watch closely for signs of dehydration, bleeding, shock, and organ failure. Give fluids and medications as ordered. Provide emotional support and safely dispose of contaminated materials according to infection control policies. Here's a simple memory trick to help you remember Ebola. Think of the word Ebola. E stands for extreme fever. B stands for bleeding may occur. O stands for organ damage. L stands for loss of fluids from vomiting and diarrhea. A stands for avoid spread with isolation and PPE. Remembering Ebola can help you quickly recall the key points for exams. Alright, it's quiz time. Question 1. Which type of contact most commonly spreads Ebola? Pause for a moment. The answer is direct contact with the blood or body fluids of an infected person. Question 2. What is the nurse's highest priority when caring for a patient with Ebola? Pause for a moment. The answer is using proper personal protective equipment and following strict infection control measures. Question 3. Which symptom is most likely to cause severe dehydration in a patient with Ebola? Pause for a moment. The answer is repeated vomiting and diarrhea. Alright, that's it for this video. I hope you found it helpful. Take care and good luck with studying.